So, the new moon, the full moon is happening this Thursday on the 28th of January. So I wanted to do some readings about what's coming up in terms of the energies. No kidding! Your birthday's on the full moon in Leo? Well, that's fabulous. It's bound to be the most amazing party ever, good thumbs, because Leo's got a lot of really good energy. These cards are from the Numinous Tarot. So first of all, the full moon is happening in the sign of Leo, which we've got here is this card, which is like this awesome looking woman with flowers and a lion and a disco ball behind her. And the keyword is the lover. Oh my gosh. Well, this reading is for you. And at the very start, which I didn't record, I swear, the first thing I did was shuffle this particular deck. And the first card that popped out all on its own was the Leo card. So, yes, the universe is aligning for you. For expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confidence, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, and vital. I said vile, but I meant vital. Then there's a list of some of the maybe not so wonderful qualities for Leo, which is guileless, egotistical, proud, and excessive. And then there's some, could be positive, could be negative, depending on how you look at it. You've got juicy, proud, and trusting. I think those could be positive or negative. Flirtatious also might be positive or negative, depending on where you are on the scale. But flirtatious is not too bad in my book. So that's the general Leo energy, which is coming up for us with this full moon. Let's see, I have a couple other cards that are Leo related as well. So this one from the Moon Oracle deck says, don't let pride get in your way. That's the little full moon and Leo message. So I suppose, if you're too proud or too, whatever, you might not be able to be expressive and creative and loving and playful and warm. So, yeah. So the prompt for this was to think about what kind of games you played when you were a kid that you thought were just amazing, that you loved doing, and then how would you apply them to your adult life. So let's see. Okay, so more cards. The full moon in general, or full moon energy, is about surrendering to the divine. And I definitely think, like, if you are into the Leo energy, which is all about love and expression, you have to surrender, because to be in the moment, to express what you're truly feeling, to speak from your heart, you can't be too much in your mind. You just have to, like, let it flow, be juicy and let it flow with let your feelings flow. Yeah. And then here's another moon card just to keep us going. So the moon is obviously a big theme on the full moon. It's kind of all about the full moon. And so this is again reinforcing the idea that we're embracing or experiencing our feelings with the moon. This has a pearl. It has the moon in the background, and then some seashells. And the reason that the moon is connected with the ocean, which is the pearl and the shells, is because the moon is, all astrology is kind of loosely related on science, because it's historically connected to that. So like the moon's gravity affects the oceans, and so we get high tides and low tides, and the tides of the ocean are dependent on the cycles of the moon. So the moon is always associated with the ocean and bodies of water. Ooh, that's nice. More synchronicities. Man, leading up to your birthday with this full moon, stuff's gonna happen for you. Yeah. All right. So, more moon energy, instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. Yes, the moon is very much so associated with the mother. But what's fabulous about the full moon in Leo is that it's like this really nice coupling of the masculine and the feminine. Because Leo is associated with the sun. Hello. So the full moon in Leo is like this ideal pairing of masculine and feminine energies represented by the two biggest and most impactful, they call them planets in our world, which is the sun and the moon. Those are the two primary ones that we focus on. So you've got both of them with the Leo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We wouldn't be here without the sun. So this sun card has fireworks and an egg that's cracked open and a heart. And the words associated with it are essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. So within the sun and the moon cards, like I pulled out, we have the mother and the father energies. So it's just so balanced, And then, of course, the Leo with the idea of it being love. And so there's this nice pairing of masculine and feminine energies on this full moon. And then I pulled out some of the other tarot cards just to kind of expand on what the tarot cards might be. So we have, of course, the Sun, which is a card, and it's always considered the best card in the deck. When you get the Sun, it's like illumination, good times, happiness. And of course, the Sun can be kind of associated with your solar plexus as well, the stomach, which is your will, and you move through it. I forgot to mention. Yeah, this is great. I mean, this is great energy. Full moons are a lot about they're sort of about releasing things in a certain way. New moons, when it's dark, are about planting, and full moon is sort of like achievement and then releasing energies. So anything that's blocking your union, anything that's blocking these strong energies, these strong positive energies in your life, you can let go of those things. So all the baggage and all the limitations and all of those types of things, you can just, the full moon has that kind of energy. You can just release that and let it go out with the tide. Yeah. Okay, so this is happening in the 5th house. That the full moon is happening in the 5th house, which is where Leo is. That's Leo's house. Leo is naturally in the 5th house, and that's where the full moon is happening. And so the 5th house, again, along this theme of fun, it's kind of like an image of one of these swing rides. This is one of my favorite rides. Yeah, trust the moon. So in the 5th house, the keywords are performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, passion, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, and disco ball. So I don't know, how are you planning to celebrate your birthday with COVID? You might have to have like your own version of a party. You know, here, I've been joining the Insomniac parties based out of LA that do like music from all around the world. I don't love every DJ, but you're gonna have to find some way to celebrate, dress up, join a virtual party. Okay, yeah. That's I pulled the cards to kind of lay out not just the random order, but because we know it's going to be the full moon in Leo on the 28th, you know, what's that day all about? And people say the energies of the full moon can spread out 3 days before or 3 days after the actual like crescendo of the exact time when the moon is full. So that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the energies will kind of like peak on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you have an opportunity to embrace these energies for more than just the day. So the moon card, the moon itself is yes, that's, I think you're getting it now. I think you're tapping into the energies. Yes. So there are two moon cards and two additional moon cards in the tarot just to bring in some more, expand some more around those energies. And one is the moon card itself, obviously, in the tarot, which is the major arcana moon, and it is associated with the astrological sign of Pisces, which is the 12th house. And Pisces is like, and the 12th house has to do with like everything that you could possibly think of. It's super expansive. It's like the energies of the galaxy, the multi-dimensions of every possible everything is related to the Pisces card in the 12th house. So you have the super expansive vibe with the moon. And then the High Priestess, which is the second card, is also associated with the moon. So the High Priestess is another strong feminine energy. So there probably are some other sun cards, but obviously the sun is the major sun card. Yes. So we have the High Priestess, the moon, pulling in Pisces. The High Priestess is someone that can, it's that energy of being all-knowing, just like the Pisces, which is really expansive. And so, yeah, it's going to be amazing. I mean, this is like, you really can't ask for a better pairing. I'm not sure there's any other combination that's better. Okay, so there are also 3 minor arcana cards associated with the Leo, which is the 6 of Wands, put them in the right order. The 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. So it makes sense that Wands would be the suit that is associated because Wands are fire and Leo is fire energy. So we've got strong fire energy. And it's associated, this particular deck connects the cards with constellations. And then the constellations are associated with things, which is kind of cool. So the 5 of Wands is crater, which is like a cup. And then the Six of Wands is Covis, you know, a crow or a raven, the Covis bird, which we talked about earlier today. And then a Seven of Wands is the lyra, or like this harp type object in the constellation, which is awesome. So in the center, the Six of Wands is about being victorious, as feeling victorious. So that's kind of like in the center. The Seven of Wands is protecting your mental space. Yeah. And the Five of Wands is about conflict, you know? So that's definitely like, which is interesting because depending on your cultural heritage or your cultural background, conflict can be a negative or a positive thing, you know? So yeah, raise your cup up to the sky. Don't be afraid of like opportunities that might present themselves that for confrontation that end up being opportunities for you to really express your mastery, you know, of those types of fiery energies. Because when you have a confrontation or when you have conflict, your heart beats faster and, you know, your energy levels go up. And so that is the opportunity for you to like harness that energy, that fire, and you can definitely do that as a Leo. And this new moon is going to show you how to transmute that energy directly into the Six of Wands, which is victory. An easy victory. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then that victorious energy will give you the kind of confidence that you need to maintain your level of peace of mind. You know, despite everything that's going on around you, no matter how many people are coming at you, the more people that come at you, the better. You just take in that energy, you transmute it into your own victorious force, and then you use it to maintain and create your energy fields. Yeah. So, you know, those are the cards I've got for the new moon in Leo and the full moon. Sorry, I keep saying new. The full moon in Leo. And so I'm going to go back and just reiterate a couple things about the full moon. It's about surrendering to the divine. So to unlock these energies and to embrace these energies around the full moon, the advice is to surrender to the divine. So that level of confidence and letting go and having faith and just like releasing and surrendering is how we really unlock these energies. And then in particular with the Leo full moon, it says, don't let pride get in your way. So there is like a little teensy bit of a warning there. And I can look at the guidebook for that particular one, since it is specifically the Leo and full moon, and see if there's any additional advice for us. Yes, trust the fall. All right. Leo, what does the book say? We will see the official message from the book, guidance and advice. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego? Is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have to come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. So like we also pulled Pisces and the High Priestess. So those energies of Pisces and the energies of the High Priestess are like coming in as a reminder that this is an expansive, very expansive, inclusive kind of divine love that you can experience. So it's not just the personal, but it is the universal. So yeah, the solution is if you are experiencing a dilemma or you're experiencing a block, the guidance is to think bigger, to think beyond yourself. And if you haven't been doing as you would have done to you, if you have not been doing as you would have done to you lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of people around you. And this will help you in all your relationships. Yeah, do some expanding. So, to attune to the moon, the guidance is to be magnificent without being plain. Additional meanings of the card can be self-esteem is good. Vanity, not so much. Hi, Amy. Everyone is equally important. That's so essential to this one. Everyone is equally important. As we are looking at the Leo moon, this is important. Creative urges should be followed. Work your magic. So yeah, that's, trust your intuition, follow your instincts, explore that fiery passion, see where it leads you. And a friendship might be ending now. I'm not sure why they put that one in, but when the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderful, bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lumination and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your network. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. So, that concludes the Leo full moon reading for January 28th, which is coming up this coming Thursday. So yeah, I think it's going to be good.